Hello, Matthew from Podiatry Professionals here. Just wanted to give you some tips and highlight how best to fit your orthotics to your shoes. It is an easy process, but let me run you through the 3 steps that are required just to make sure that your orthotics function best for your feet. Firstly, your orthotics are going to come in your white bag with your name on them. So first thing first is just to take your orthotics out, which they will come as a pair. Your name will be on the bottom of them more than likely, and have them laid on the table. So all the alignment and the correction and the support is already pre-done in your orthotic by your podiatrist. So the alignment is ready to go. All you need to do is fit them to the shoes that you're going to be wearing them in. Quick tip with that: if you've got multiple pairs of shoes you're wearing the orthotic in, it is best to choose the smallest shoe or the shoe with the lowest volume in it to fit your orthotic to. Simply because if we fit it into that shoe and then take it out and fit it into your shoe with a bit more volume in it, i.e. a running shoe or a hiking boot, it's still going to easily fit that shoe and you can get more consistent use out of them. You should talk to your podiatrist about the shoes you're wanting to wear your orthotics in. If not, we're available to talk you through any of these steps along the way. Step 2 when fitting your orthotics is actually getting them sized up to the correct dimensions of the shoe. So this is my orthotics, this is my shoe. If you have a removable inner sole, we're taking that inner sole out to use as a template. If it's stuck down or you can't get it out, best tip is to get an inner sole from another shoe that very closely fits that sort of template and use that. Because ideally we're trying to get the orthotic flush around that volume within the shoe. So first thing is turn your orthotics over, face down, get your inner sole, line the back of the inner sole up to the back of the orthotic. Just make sure this is straight, not skewed either way. And when that's on there, I'm going to stabilize the back, and all I'm going to do with a pen is trace around the edge. Now, once we have an outline there, I'm going to repeat that on the other side, and then I'm just going to get a pair of scissors and closely just follow that line nice and slowly along that pen line, because I know that is the template which I need to use. There's no need to cut on the outside of the pen line. Right on that pen line is the best option. So you'll see now that I have finished that, and you'll see that template will closely resemble the inner sole on the shoe, and that is now ready to fit into the shoe. Slide straight in, put your fingers at the back, put that down, put your hand into the shoe, just make sure the orthotic is sitting flat, which it is, and you'll be able to feel that nice and flush in there. Inner sole comes out, orthotic goes in. You'll repeat that for the other side, and then your orthotics are ready to fit in. And next step is to put your shoes on. The third and final step in fitting your orthotics to your shoes is just the adjustment period over the first week of using your orthotics. Not having worn orthotics for some time, or if ever, the shape of your foot and the feeling of your orthotics is going to take some time to get used to and adjust to. Now, fortunately, this is outlined in a wearing in instruction form, which is included in your bag. I'll also talk you through how to do that very simple process. The very first day, once you've fitted the orthotics into your shoes, we advise you wear your orthotics for 2 hours and then remove them or change your shoe. So only 2 hours day 1. We're then going to add an hour the next day, so a total of 3 hours of use, and we're going to take them out again, and so on and so on. We're going to add 1 extra hour a day for the first week, starting at 2 hours and then 3 and then 4 and 5, etc. Now the reason we want to do that is just to allow the arch, the foot, the knee, ankle, the knee, the lower back, everything in that alignment to adjust to the orthotic. If we do that very slowly over a week, it's very, very common that's going to become comfortable after anywhere from 7 to 10 days. Wear it in very quickly over 2 to 3 days, there's a chance you'll have a sensitivity to it, some arch blistering, some discomfort, some compensation. So we advise not to just put the orthotic in and wear it consistently. It's more about graduating your use and wearing that in over that first week. If you're looking to do any exercise or running or sports in the orthotic, we advise to wait until you're comfortable in the orthotic before you do that. So week 1 of wearing in, just low impact walking, getting used to it. Then after that, once you're comfortable in it, that's when introducing things like gym, exercise, running, sports in the orthotic is safe, just to avoid any issues there. Not uncommon to have sensitivity to it during that process, which is not an issue at all. Just take them out, wait till the next day, start to use them again, and gradually build your time up. If you do that, very, very, very high chance it's just going to become more comfortable, and after a week you'll be using the orthotics consistently, and we then advise in all shoes that they fit, we want you wearing them to maximise the benefits out of that. So a quick recap: after fitting your shoes with the orthotic and tracing around, cutting, sitting flat in the orthotic, we're then wearing them in over a week, starting at 2 hours, increasing an hour a day. If you have any sensitivities, take them out, put them back in the next day, and hold off any high impact until the first week. And then best to we'll be touching base or having a sort of a review from a podiatry perspective anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks after that, just to evaluate the progress.